Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thursday football, and we got Patriots versus the Jets. We're in middle of the game. We're in the third quarter with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. 29 Patriots, 52 Jets. We're going to see what we can do. The mic's going to be off for a while. Yeah, baby. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Conklin goes in motion. They will run it over center with Hall. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's Gibson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Gibson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and 6. Now Gibson. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
On the ground, Gibson. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A carry now for Gibson. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He's got Douglas going deep.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. Defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Hall. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A handoff. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment. The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take him down for a loss. This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got it backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Here it is on 4th down. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the 1st down. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. They'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Hall. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass. is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 2nd and 6. Pistol give to Gibson. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Pats' first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And he's going to be very close to a first down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, New England.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on first down. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Up the middle they go. And it'll to be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. They'll turn and hand this one off.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. New England going to take their second timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And this is going to be a touchdown.
And that was just because I wanted to prove that we can get a touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, I knew we were going to lose that one.
Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
But we had to do
Absolutely,
something.
Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Ryland for the extra point. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jets offense and Malachi Corley set to take over once again. And after a slow start to the year, they put it together so far in this one. Trying to avoid the 0-3 start and looking good to do that right now. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark should be enough to put this one on ice. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.
All right. Well, so I'll advance. We have a crap record this year, guys. We ain't doing too good. The old laundry here. The laundry list of problems, Jesse. I know it's land dry. Land dry. Land dry. Landry. I'm sorry. All right. So we got players ready to negotiate, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. We're 0-3. We suck this year. Wanu. Start negotiations. What do we have for money? So remaining cap, absolutely nothing. Can we do 5 years out of him? No. We can't even do nothing. I can't make him any kind of offer. We're in the hole money. I can't make no offers to nobody. All right, here we go. Storyline message. We're all so frustrated after that loss. Same here. We couldn't do enough against the rookie QB either. You know, just need to go out there and execute better next time. Good idea, though. Morales! Freaking cat. Get up here. All right, so we got to really start bucking up our defense. We're in injury report. All advance week. Hope you guys had a good week this week. I know we got to get into regular streaming, and that's why a lot of you guys don't end up showing up because you're like, we don't know when he streams, you know. Story press conference. Week 4. Next question. Let's talk about Drake May and how he's played up to this point. So far this season. His ability to avoid sex been amazing. Not sure I agree. His stats have been that impressive. He's still a great QB. Man, he's back. It'll be interesting to see how he reacts. Later reaction. Great QB. He's frustrated that you didn't know whether he'd been playing well. You've lost. What? Dude, he hasn't not been playing well. Dueno. What's going on, boss? I'm doing great. Hope you're doing good. Been sick for a while, but good Lord's got us through it. As always. That's where me health comes from. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out Dueno. If you haven't hooked up with him yet, you best do so. The old Thursday happy day. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy.
Ready up.
Whoop. Miss it already. Look at that. Oh, shit. I clicked through it. Pardon my language. Poo spot. Look at that. Minigame. Ah! We screwed the pooch on that. Appreciate you, boss.
Come on, set.
Good boy. Lay down, Cricket. Crickets. Cracker. Lay down. Good man. Mwah. Mwah. Yes, I know. You're all frustrated. Ladies and gentlemen, Cricket of the Mew Crew has joined us.
Ready. Go.
Oh, the done got hit.
Ready.
Dude, you done.
On the jump. Ready.
Hold the man. Why isn't this guy running the ball for us? Well,
Here we go. Take off.
not that Gibby's not good. I'm just saying, this guy's pretty slick. He's got some leg. Why he stop for? You got to come on with it. Why is it all being like feathery with me? You can't play kid gloves.
On the set. Go.
You gotta put the hammer to her. Give her the mustard. Gold medal. Cricket's literally laying his head on my laptop as a pillow on the corner of it. That's not comfortable. I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what your little face says. It's the only thing little about you is your face and your nose. Cricket the face. Start training. It's been a while since we've been live. Still working on the Gran Turismo. Still going to be bringing that up. Looks like we're going to be doing something new on Mondays, guys. Check out the vote. There is still time to vote before next Monday. The voting closes at 12 midnight on Sunday. Yeah. Old Milton Berle over here. Joe Milton Berle III. Old Milty. Wilty Milty. All right. Let's give it Buffalo Bills versus New England Patriots. This is going to be interesting. They've won 2 of their games. We've lost everything. We've lost it all. Buffalo Bills, New England Patriots.
It's week 4 of the NFL. And up next, we've got Antonio Gibson. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Pats and the Bills on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at week 4. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Sending a receiver left. From the 32. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, he nearly reeled that in, as close as you can get. But just an exciting incompletion. Their struggles this season, Brock, I think, I'm not saying you think, but Sean McDermott didn't like that call. We can tell he's got the challenge flag out.
Previous play is under review.
Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
Have to review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
So Sean McDermott's challenge unsuccessful. The call stands. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around them.
Right to the air with May. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Again, it's Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a New England first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running it again with Gibson. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Going to the ground again on first. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They'll try it now with Gibson. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Into traffic, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Gibson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Gibson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Throwing here, Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bills first down. Allen gonna throw again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it sets up 2nd down. To the air again, Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Allen to throw. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Allen setting up to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. Hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. The Patriots and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Going play action, May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
The give inside to Gibson. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Now a run with Gibson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the... getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Allen on 3rd down. He's on... Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Oh, he nearly caught. just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it with Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. They give it to Gibson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. It's a 14-7 game. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Quick on the draw to Gibson. Broke through the tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Gibson with it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings them to 3rd down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. That one gains 7. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Gibson. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Now it's Gibson. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7. Trying to throw for it with May. Throwing this back in the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-point lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll try it right with Gibson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Gets him the first past the 35. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. And when he reached 1,000 yards, it was a mark of a great season already, right? But this is rising to something else now. He's starting to get up to the stratosphere that only the greatest seasons reach. That is 1,500 yards for him after that last carry. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Again, it's Gibson. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels. 1st
down, and they go right back to it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Running it again with Gibson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. A give left side to Gibson. He breaks the tackle. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 6 yards on the play gives him 4th and short. We'll see what they choose to do. They'll try it now with Gibson. And they bring him down around the 34. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Be right back, guys.